Guys, so today we're looking at this Prexiso. It's a rechargeable 3-in-1 digital angle gauge and laser level. It does come with a wall mount, and it's good for 30 feet or 10 meters. So when you open it up, it's going to look like this. It's got a piece of foam on the top. Your directions, pretty simple directions. Has a really neat carrying case with it that you can put on your belt, so you can carry it like a tape measure. It has this wall mount, which I'm going to show you a couple features on it. Your charge cord, these 3M hangers, and of course your laser level. So charger will go in here, plugs into this with a USB-C. You're going to need something to get your finger in there or a long fingernail, and this just opens up. You plug it in there. So this is your magnet. So when you use your magnet, that's how you're going to mount it. So it's going to line up in these little holes in this, just like that, and it will stay here, stay mounted. So the way you mount this, there's 3 different ways. You can have a screw in the wall, screw or nail right here. You can take these 2 pins out, put one in here, one in here. So if you already have a screw, you can use that way. If you don't mind 2 little pinholes in your wall, you can use that way. The third way, and it does come with some of these, but depending on how much you use it, you might have to buy more. There are these 3M mounts. It's a double-sided tape here and here. So you basically just stick this to your wall, clean your wall, make sure it sticks. Then you will just hang this on here. The stickiness will hold it in place. Then you will take your laser level mount and it will stay like that. So there's 3 different ways to use this. Whichever way is more convenient for you is the way you can go. This will just peel right back off, but you see it only comes with a few. So if you run out, you will have to either use the pins or a screw or nail. So when we're looking at the actual unit itself, it is a roughly maybe 5 or 6 ounces. It's not heavy at all. Your lasers are here and here. You do not want to look in those directly. They will damage your eyes. It has a rubber coating here around it and a hard plastic shell. This is a calibrated instrument, so you don't want to have it in extreme heat or extreme cold for a long period of time, and you don't want to drop it. You don't want to shake it a lot. It'll lose its calibration. Using it outside, it recommends not using it outside. You can't really see the laser anyway, but you don't want to damage it at all. So the buttons are, the on-off button is also the recalibration button. So when you turn it on and off, you'll hold that button. When you set it up, it will set it up to 0. If it's angled or what, it's going to throw an error code, which we will show you, saying, hey, this is not set up right. You just calibrate it. This button, you push it once, will turn on this laser. You push it the second time, it turns on this laser. You push it the third time, they both come on at the same time. 4th time shuts it off. Mode basically just picks whether you want to go between inches, millimeters, feet, however you want to do it when you're measuring. And this is if you want to have a sound to tell you when you're close to being level. It's got to be within 1 degree of being level. So when you're within 1 degree, it'll beep, 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 and it'll stop when it's level. So that's how you operate that. So we're going to show you how to use this. We go turn it on. It's going to throw an error code because I don't have it set level. So I set it here, and then I zero it out or calibrate it. So it tells me right there, this table is not level. There is a slight pitch right here, and you'll see as I move this up, down the pitch, it changes my angle. 1.48, 1.4. So basically, you want this to be level. So if I go up a hair this way, that's almost perfect. So you can see that means this table has a slight angle to it. The whole idea is you want everything perpendicular and you want it straight. So when you're mounting this on the wall, let's say I have this hanging up here. Here's what I want to tell you about. We're going to use our lasers. So we're going to hit 1, turn on the front laser, 2, top laser, 3, both lasers. So I did but. So now it's telling me if I look here, it's going my pitch angle. So I want to go to mode. If I go to mode, it chooses one side, inches, percentage. There we go, height. That's side to side. That's height. That's sound. Let's go to millimeters, inches, inches, feet. Your degree of pitch, and your percentage of pitch. So those are your 4 different settings. So it's error because I got it angled too much because I'm trying to show you on the camera. That's telling me it's not good enough. It's not level. Now when I move it, it stops as I get closer. It stops when it gets into the single numbers. That's telling me it's not level. So as I try to angle it more, tell me I'm getting closer or further away. The closer I get, the less the beeping sound. So the worse off you are, the worse the angle is, the further away you are, it's going to be faster. And as you get closer to being where you're supposed to be, it will stop. And that is the sound mode. Turn that off. We got our modes again. We can go to inches, whatever. And then we have both sides. This is checking the top and the side for angles. So I want to go back to degrees. That is degrees. So we're off 0.7 degrees. So if I'm wanting to measure something and make it level, a foot here and a foot here, I'm going to have to move my level around, basically, on the wall to where I get it perfect. So my wall should be level. Then you're just basically going to move it here. You see my laser's coming across here. So I'm on 4 degrees off. 1 degree off. See how I'm angling this up and down? It's getting further away. Right there would be a perfect place to hang it. And now it's going perfectly angled between hitting my finger, saying straight up and down, in this way. So right there is perfect what you want for hanging something. So if I was wanting to hang a picture, let's say, and I'm using this level, get it back to 0. I moved it. I would want to line the bottom of my picture frame up with this laser. So if I higher up or down, and then when I hang that up, if I was to hang my picture by this, that would be a perfect angled picture. It's going to be straight this way, straight this way. Same thing with shelves. So if I'm hanging shelves up and I use that angle, that shelf is going to be perfectly straight across, but perfectly lined up and down too. That's the whole idea of a laser level. So overall, you're going to want to know whether or not you need this. Okay, it depends on the person. If you do a lot of woodworking, if you do a lot of measuring, you try to make sure you're a perfectionist, you want to make sure you get things looking right, do a lot of carpentry, you need one of these because you're going to be doing a lot of work where you need to level things out. If you build things, like I build a lot of shelves, stuff like that, you need a level to make sure that you're building them correctly and that it's level and that it's not angled too much. So the nice thing is it's inexpensive. It's not high dollar. It's budget friendly. It's easy to carry. It's lightweight. Comes with a carrying case. So if you do a lot of work with wood, or you do a lot of housework, or you do a lot of projects, it's really nice to have a laser level. And I definitely would recommend this one. It's easy to use. Comes with a variety of ways to hang it up. And it's made by Prexiso.